Tomorrow is October 1st, and I know you're probably really over this pandemic. You have probably written off the rest of the year as bad debt, like you do with bad debt. But no way I'm allowing you to accept defeat. But before we can attack even a dollar, we need to address this thing, and it's our mindset. We need to make sure that we get rid of this concept of limits and this concept of insufficiency. That not work around here. You have to correct your mind. You have to, just accept the fact that you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. You can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish, anything you set your mind to. And I'm talking as somebody with experience. I used to think that, there's certain things out of reach for me because obviously I didn't grow up wealthy. I didn't grow up with links. I didn't grow up with things already set for me. So I naturally think that, I see that man earning $100 million a year. I see that man pushing a Benz or a pretty Beamer. But obviously not for me, because how am I going to do that right now? But you see, after my awakening, after I addressed my mindset, that's my right. That's how I feel. So you need to look at it that way. You need to put your blinkers on and make sure you're focused. And you need to make sure that you tell yourself every day that you are enough. You can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And that's where it starts. You have to dare to dream. You have to visualize the life that you want. Because, I can't speak enough about it. It's something that I've experienced myself. I obviously was not aware. I didn't grow up aware of a certain lifestyle. I didn't step foot in TGI Fridays until I finished law school. So naturally, you couldn't ask me about certain brands of clothing, certain luxury brands. You couldn't ask me about certain countries. But you know what? I realized that I can do whatever I want to do. I just need to put in the work, and I need to make it, and I need to get it done. That's the same thing I'd say to you. Don't make anybody pressure you into a certain lifestyle. Don't make any situation or circumstance or people, Lord Jesus, people pressure you into a certain lifestyle. I made sure, yes, I wasn't aware of the lifestyle, but I saw the conclusion as to what I wanted for my life. I saw the end game of a certain life that I wanted, and over time I worked on the elements. Over time I said, all right, Anna, you said that you want a certain vehicle. All right, so over time I learned about vehicles, and I learned about the type of vehicles, and I learned about what they did and what they do. Same thing with real estate, and I built out my life in my head because I know at the end of the day I'm gonna get it. I don't get rid of any of my vision boards because they show me, they remind me the power of visualization. Every single thing I slapped on my vision boards, they've seemed so far-fetched to me until, they happened. And they happened in the time frame I said they were going to happen. Not because of magic, I don't believe in magic, but because I said, I'm going to banish this concept of self-doubt. I'm going to banish this concept of limits, and I'm going to go after what I wanted. I'm going to open my mouth and talk to who I need to talk to. I'm going to open my mouth and talk to the whole panel of who I need to talk to, because I have things I need to do. I have things that I have to accomplish. I have a purpose for my life. I'm not afraid of nobody. What am I gonna say no? Then I'm gonna ask somebody else what they're not gonna do to me. That's the thing. I don't think limits anymore, and you need to get rid of that thought too. You need to dare to visualize the life that you want. That's how we have electricity. That's how we have motor cars. That's how we have planes. Somebody dared to dream. Somebody said, you know what? I'm gonna make a flying bird. You know how crazy that sounded at the time? You know how crazy that sounded? I know. Look at the sky. You can't even tell the real bird them from the plane them. No, if you look up, well, probably not now because COVID, but normally. Don't be afraid to dream, and don't allow anybody to tell you that your dream is crazy. Don't allow anybody to talk you out of your dream. And hey, don't allow your situation or your circumstance to talk you out of your dream. It was just me, I'm a mother, and my siblings. When I got to law school, I say, you know what, I'm going to clock off them course here. Yeah, I don't understand this and that, and exams will come. But I'm going to clock off them course here. At the end of the day, you need to not allow your situation to determine your destination. Do not allow your situation to determine your destination. And You need to appreciate your circumstances as they are right now. Yes, I sound weird, but you need to appreciate your circumstances as they are right now. They're there to teach you something. Good, bad, in between, you need to assess what they're there to teach you, not why they're happening to you. Assess what they're there to teach you. To date, one of the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with in my entire life was when my father died. And it happened, the timing was so horrible. I don't know what God was thinking, but it was like a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a week before my CSEC exams. And people used to ask me all the time how I came up with so many ones after my dad died. And it's because I bottled it up because I never read for Trace off God yet. I had a bowl for choice words when I didn't want to tell him. So I postponed it, so I can cuss him off good and proper. But in that time, what I should have done, I used to ask myself a lot, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? But you know what I realized only a year ago? My father has been dead 10 years now. And what I realized only a year ago was that had to happen for me to understand truly who I am. That had to happen for me to discover my purpose. That had to happen for me to learn certain traits, certain qualities. That had to happen to give me the strength that I have today. So don't look to why something is happening to you. Look to what is there to teach you, because I'm pretty sure it's there to make you stronger. You have a 100% success rate up to now if you're not dead, and if you're dead, you're not watching. The pandemic got us down a little bit. It's fair to say it's been rough because all of this is unexpected. But let me tell you something, if you have goals, if you're passionate about your goals, you better sit down, you better go back to the drawing board, you better figure it out. At least try to achieve and accomplish something that you set out to achieve and accomplish this year. You cannot use the pandemic as an absolute excuse as to why you have not achieved anything for the entire year. It's not too late. We still have 3 months left in the year, but just take it 1 month at a time. Take it 1 month at a time. Take October 1st and you sit down, you plan, you go back to the drawing board, you make some short-term goals and you try to figure it out. But at the end of the day, it would be so much better for you to say that you achieved in spite of the pandemic. You hit a goal in spite of the pandemic. You had 9 months of a breather. You had 9 months to wrap your head around the fact that this is happening. You had 9 months to figure this all out. Now you have to put in the work for the next 3 months. You have to put in the work, and it is possible. Just address your mindset first. It all starts with your mind. Take it from me, just humor me. If you don't believe in this kind of a thing, just humor me and do it, and you'll see the difference that it will actually make. That's what I wanted to say. We'll continue this tomorrow or whenever the schedule is. Bye.